EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was caught free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 41, Powell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
That was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here we go on 4th down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards left on second down. Throwing here, Howell. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Hey, exit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the double.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. ETN up the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Etienne once more. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. Steps away. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah, what's that? Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second down, Howell back to pass. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are going to get the football back at their own 17. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
He'll look to ETN to start things out. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence
Sliding out of the pocket.
across the formation, and he gets this to Miller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Here we go, set. Three time, 132 fire. 6-6, 4-5. Hey, hold it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
On 3rd down, here's ETN.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Powell's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
One last shot before the break. Howell
slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll go play action. Powell.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Powell throwing on first down here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Powell completing the quick throw out wide.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Hey, team Bill,
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's able to find Miller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's go.
Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got bombers. You got bombers.
Here's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got room at the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
And they'll run with ETN. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Watson from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Second down, Howell now. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like it.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on. And maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, shoot!
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd, doesn't even matter.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. 23 yards to pick up there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Scotty Miller, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here's Lawrence. Pass caught, Miller.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down.
So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye.
This to perhaps salt this one away. And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity. hoping they can find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up.